Hello, I'm still alive. Surprise! Hopefully I get this video out by Christmas. Anyway, Crash Polymorphia? Twinsanity, fancy word for you, is technically the 5th game in the Crash series, before they reset the timeline. In the legendary Crash series, first started by Naughty Dog. We all know the story, but quick recap. Crash is a 3D platformer made for the PS1 to rival the types of characters like Sonic and Mario. The games were very successful and even made a kart racer, but the corporates did corporate things, and now Naughty Dog moved on to make shit games. And the rights went to Universal Interactive, and then Xira got to work on the sequel, which was made and a copy of Crash Warped, but anyway. So this was during the era that game devs didn't just cancel the whole series over a mid-game, so they instead tried to take it to a different studio, Traveller's Tales. Yes, that Traveller's Tales. The ones who made Bugs Life for the PS1 and the ones who would later make the LEGO Star Wars games. These people own your childhood. Anyway, they looked at the series and thought, you know what we could add to improve it? And they made a pseudo-open-world Banjo-Kazooie style game with a hard focus on comedy and surprisingly mellow charm. So why isn't this game well regarded today? Well... Welcome to Insanity Island. Our favourite orange fucked up dog is eating his own shoe in the sand, while apparently his somewhat intelligent sister is chasing a butterfly, and she's shot by a totally not deaf laser. Don't worry about it. Then the end man, Coco, then summons Crash by saying there's something weird going on and we should follow her. Also, looks great while doing it. He's just like me, for real. And now we start the game for real. Crash moves in all of the directions. He's got double jump, slide, the flop, the classics. This area serves as a kind of tutorial and explains stuff like,
"It is I, Aku Aku. My duty is to protect you. You may summon me by breaking open these crates. Call me thrice, and I shall grant you special powers."
That. Also, there's a variety of easy to solve puzzles and gems to collect. What do gems do? Well, gems unlock extras in the menu. I'll come back to this later. We follow Coco into the jungle, watching him get way into character and also completely twatted. And something about colonizing the natives? I'm not actually sure. We continue following him. This level is fairly simple, teaching the players to dodge traps and platforms, while some new mechanics like the jump worm frog thingies, and luring you in with old school Crash style enemies.
Hey! Yeah, you! I've been doing this for 10 stinking years. Back and forward, and I'm sick of it! Well, I'm not gonna do it no more!
Yeah, we don't have time for workers' rights. Our femboy GF awaits. We teach the skunk some workers' wrongs and destroy the biodiversity of the island. And at last reach Coco. I mean, ooh, who is this? Yo, he's just like me, for real. Anyway, he wants to kill Crash for like cruising his ass in the Antarctic for like 3 years, which is actually how long Graphic Cortex in this game is like released apart. Clever devs. So he decided to give Crash a birthday party featuring the most known Crash villains, including Reformed Ones and Scorch Carb. This is the first boss fight of 3 phases in 2 parts. The first one is you dodge them bombs like Redacted and spin the balls back at Cortex. Once you do that 3 times, Engine comes down in the mech of Crash and starts trying to 4 KOs, so we do the same thing at Easy Clap. Then Cortex's hoverboard spears Crash to the chest and killing him instantly. Cortex would later clone him and give him the ability to speak Japanese. He would later be arrested for drunk driving and soliciting women. Crash never recovered. So we back in that mine. Wait, this is actually a mine. Crash and Cortex are having a scrap, and this introduces a new gameplay mode. The Crash Cortex team up as the manual says, Roller Brawl. Oh, imagine Monkey Ball, but instead of tilting the map, you just brawl. The objective of this level is to navigate through the mine while making sure neither roll to their doom. It also introduces the concept of red, green, blue, yellow patterns. This is important. Also introduces the second most important element, the spank. Seriously, it's actually advertised as a gameplay feature. I get like 2005 humor, but once we get to the end of this little course avoiding traps and collecting gems, we finally get our first power gem from the old games, with Cortex stealing it and saying,
"Fool, avert your gaze or you'll go crystal crazy.
Crash spins into him, and this is the second teamwork game mode, and the main one. It's Cortex being dragged by Crash by dragging the power crystal. He can spin, slam, and you can throw him. Once again, on the box. They fight a little, and then a drill appears, and ants with lightsabers. Movie Battles is following me. We beat the ants, but continue through the level, and another drill appears and starts chasing us, and we have to hit the red, green, blue, and yellow crystals. Hey, wow, what a crazy color combo. We finally get out as Cortex ditches us, just like mine. Sunlight. No more dwarf.
We've some good news and some bad.
The bad news? We're going to destroy your precious islands.
The good, you won't be around to see it.
How tiresome.
Oh, you want to play mind games? Okay, tough guy. Let's play mind games. This is the part where you run away screaming. Go on.
So yeah, some alien birds appear, chat shit, give the races a lobotomy, and then they run away. Guess we head after them. I hate myself. Welcome to Totem Hokum, or as I like to call it, the British Empire Simulator. You'll get in a bit. We find Cortex with brain back in skull, sounding like every new age incel.
How I envy the simple life of the tribesfolk.
But like most new age incels, he's chronically allergic to going outside and gets attacked by bees. This introduces the second to last level type, the Chase, or Doc Amok. It's on the box again. The idea is simple. We follow Cortex on one path while he runs on another, and we clear obstacles for each other. That's literally a speedrun now.
Flowing sands of time, we are caught into the storm, into the eye, rolling along the mine. Will I never see you shine? We are in the flowing sands of time, we are caught.
Cortex being Cortex slams into Papa Papu from the first game and gets kidnapped for his crimes against femboys. Because Crash literally has 0 brain cells, he chases after him into one of the more unique levels. The idea is to duck behind stuff and stealth, otherwise the natives make you into Sonic's ass. Also, the music kinda slaps. I should probably talk about that. So this being a game from Traveller's Tales, they really decided to just throw shit at the wall and see if it works. They got this band called Spiral Mouth to create all of the music in this game. They're an a cappella band, so the game music is created using the stupid thing on the face, which gives Twinsanity a very unique sounding OST, which is rather fitting for the Crash world. This is one of the reasons I think this game actually stands out compared to the other Crash games of the era. It also shows off Traveller's Tales style, which they previously employed in the Bugs Life game and then later the LEGO Star Wars series. Anyway, once we're done liberating the natives from there, we climb up to their encampment and raid that ship. We also find Cortex with yet another power crystal. We totally don't need them or anything, it's totally not shoot him because something... The man falls into the river because why not, and we can't swim after him because... So we run away from the natives with their... After we finally meet back up with Cortex, he's chatting shit to this birdman and something about getting a side quest to help... Oh.
I'm an evil scientist. What do you expect? This isn't a game.
Look, this was funny before the MCU ruined humour. We get to the top and the evil twins show back up, says something about nuts, explain they're here to drain the planet, etc, normal stuff, and animate a rock. Second boss fight time. Cortex gets Vored and we dodge the Homelander beam. 3 times and we're done. After the fight, Cortex decidedly has moved the plot along, and he says we must head to... Welcome to the standard Norwegian house. Cortex can't get the door open, so we have to take the bag. Iceberg Lab kind of acts like the second hub to the game, Before main levels, there's normally a little area like the starting beach with small things to do to unlock gems. I should probably mention gems finally. So unlike the other Crash games, relics aren't a thing, and the story gives you power crystals. So you can collect various coloured gems throughout all the stages, not renders, concept art, videos, stuff. This is surprisingly extensive for a game like this. We enter one of the cooler sections of the game. See what I did there? Quite funny. Remember, subscribe now. But the climbs are rather uneventful. Some standard platforming, mostly returning enemies from Crash 1, which I love. This game really likes taking things from Crash 1. Speaking of liking things, here's Traveler's Tale's take on Wrath of Cortex.
The check bounced. Are you sure? Well, the past few years have kind of been slow. Wrath of Cortex didn't do as well as we'd hoped, and... Fish?
Not gonna lie, one of the better jokes in the game, and it's nice to see that Traveler's Tales was even aware of the attitude at the time. We combine Crash and Cortex like a funny Dragon Ball meme, and we continue platforming. There's some building on pre-existing mechanics like needing to throw Cortex to certain places to enable switches and to fight certain enemies. We finally finish our Penguin Genocide and get to the top, but Crash yeets Cortex too hard and summons another recurring character. Yep. Boss fight time! You set him on fire. Literally, it's literally over. Music slaps though. The masks make up with like literally 5 seconds, despite the thousands of years of hatred. I literally don't know. I guess they pay like that, and say they're gonna take down the evil twins, so now we have to get back to the lab. Spoilers, they are literally fucking planks of wood. What a twist, they're dead. The twins revealed the Cortex that they were made because of him, and they send more Jedi ants at us to Skywalkers. Fuck this section, by the way. The room is too small, the cables insta-kill you, the enemy shit, bad area. Anyway, the mask of Cortex is telling off when he's like, Crash, my boy, I have a dimensional travel portal. We can just go to the 10th dimension, fuck them up, and steal their shit. But we need more power crystals, Crash. So I know just a pirate we can steal it from. Smiley face. Yes, that is my Cortex impression. It's shit. Leave me alone.
There! To the sea, I tell you! Our salvation floats upon the briny blue! We must reach Engine's battleship, and quickly before it sets sail! But how? Think, Cortex, think!
So yeah, snowboarding level. The last and best gameplay type. Let's fucking go! I love some fucking snowboard! The objective? Get to the end. The means? Matter not. Ride wife. Backflip wife. Do sick 180 on wife. And also, the music slaps. And, most importantly, you can wipe out Cortex's spawn.
Coming through! Ladies? Excuse me, madam. Are those real? Mother?
We destroy the Aussie's house. This game really hates Australian people, huh? And Cortex speeds ahead. Welcome to Engine Ship. The stage? High Seas Hijinks. This game really likes puns. Also, Engine autistically screams at us. I literally have zero idea what he's saying. This level is literally Donkey Kong. Avoid the barrels thrown and the whack physics. Also rats. A lot of rats. At least they have friends, unlike the standard Tarkov player. We get to the end of the ship and go up the crow's nest. As a child, I really wasn't fully aware what a crow's nest was and thought people actually had like hovering platforms. Look, I was 6 when I first played this game. Little Xira was very innocent and stupid. Anyway, Engine won't give us the power crystal, so he starts trying to bomb us again, bombs his own platform. Then again, I didn't expect intelligence from this. Suddenly we fall back into the ship. Kinda odd. I feel like we're missing something. Also here's Rusty Walrus.
Yummy fresh meat for my pot.
As you can see, he's found some fresh meat for his pot. We vent him get the fuck outside, but Engine lands on a TNT crate and, redacted, crash into high orbit. He lands back down on an iceberg in the middle of the ocean, with Entropy and Brio just there. By the way, it took me years to get the Entropy pun. Yes, I'm stupid. Anyway, they want the treasure because that Aussie was chatting shit. I can't say Aussie. That Aussie was chatting shit saying we had treasure. Little did know, the real treasure was the friends we... That's a frog. What the fuck? Welcome to one of the better bosses in the game. Ribbit Ribbit and the Fork Man. We run from the Frog Man, and when the Time Man lands, he breaks the platform into bits. You have to platform to him and hit him 3 times. Also the song goes Ribbit Ribbit.